Hi everyone, my name is Simi Sahota and I am the leader of the Financial Wellness Project here at York University and in collaboration with Emery Collegiate Institute.
Hi, my name is Agata Stypka and I'm the Student Success Coordinator at Kalamay and Stone Colleges.
Hi, my name is Kaye and I'm in my third year of Psychology and Linguistics programs. In this project, I was in charge of the editing and animation alongside Simi.
Hi, my name is Mazen Hamadeh and I am the head of Stone College and a faculty member in the School of Kinesiology and Health Science in the Faculty of Health at York University.
Hi, my name is Nick and I'm a second year kinesiology student and I was a research assistant for this project.
Hello, my name is Emery. I'm a grade 10 student at Emery Collegiate Institute. My role in this project was as a student collaborator.
Hi, my name is Jennifer. I am a research assistant for this project, and I am in my second year of psychology.
Jennine Rawana. I am a faculty member in psychology at York University and the head of Kalamay College.
Hi, I'm Kooshan. I'm in my fifth year of kinesiology and I was a scriptwriter.
My name is Maria Palermo. I'm principal at Emery Collegiate Institute.
Hi there, my name is Dema Talib. I'm in my fifth year of psychology at York University and I'm the scriptwriter.
So I'm a fourth year psychology student and I came up with the idea of the Financial Wellness Project ever since I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. That book was definitely life-changing for me. I realized that everybody has their own money attitudes, so the way you see money can really influence your financial behaviors, like your saving or spending habits and your future investments. The COVID-19 pandemic has impacted people in many ways. And in this case, we wanted to focus on finances. My goal with this project was to help students reduce their financial anxiety, which is very common, especially because of the pandemic, and to help students figure out what path they want to take in life. There is no one size fits all. So each character in our financial wellness videos had their own career paths and their own goals in life. And that's exactly what we wanted to highlight. Because our content was fully customized, we decided to do animated videos. That way, we can represent the population of interest. So in this case, this is for students in the Jane and Finch community. We wanted to make sure that they're represented, and we display that through the characters.
I think I would describe my role as a facilitator, a supporter, I think listener, but also a project cheerleader.
I worked alongside two other research assistants to ensure that this project was based off of scientific literature. We did the bulk of our work at the beginning of the project by preparing literature reviews and research tables for the scriptwriters.
My role was developing the characters, the story, the setting, and really anything script related. I also did one of the voiceovers for the character Rupee.
We did our research on a variety of different topics such as money attitudes, financial anxiety, materialism, parental influence, and so on.
I contributed to this project by creating financial lesson plans that would go alongside the animation videos so that teachers could present this information to their class. I also gave feedback to my peers on work they made, and I actually presented some of the content I made to parents and students on Parent Night, which is something I never thought I would do.
My role as head of Stone College was to provide support and guidance from the inception all the way to the end point.
It was really exciting to connect regularly to oversee and provide feedback onto the script writing, into the videos, into the hiring and the supervision of the student team, both at Emery and York, as well as bounce around ideas and just really work as part of a fabulous team together.
Simi, Maria, Mazen, Jennine and I, we would meet weekly just to talk about the project details, whether it was around ethics or volunteer recruitment, project evaluation, or the budget, and of course the project timelines. I think what really stood out for me was Simi's leadership, and I think her passion for this particular project. In addition to her curricular engagements, she also worked part-time. But she always brought her all to our weekly meetings, and she was always so enthusiastic and really inspiring. And so that was really a huge highlight for me. And I think she gave us so many opportunities to provide feedback and to ask questions. And I think being a part of that type of team, it just made everybody feel so involved. And so I'm so grateful for the opportunity.
I had many hats within this project by doing the video editing as well and the voice acting, besides just leading the teams. It was one big community comprised of several communities. We had Emery Collegiate Institute, where I had the opportunity to work with the students directly, creating lesson plans with them and really getting to know them. Also giving them opportunities to provide our York team with the feedback that was required for the videos. I recruited York volunteers and made sure that I identified their unique talents, strengths, and skills. That way I knew exactly what people were capable of and how to support them even further. As project lead, my responsibility was to create a foundation for the research team, the script team, and the video team. That way they can produce high quality work and have a sense of direction.
So as a research assistant, I think I was able to help bring the characters to life by performing the literature searches and writing the character outlines, which detailed each of the characters' relationships with money.
As one of the animators, I was in charge of creating Rupee's character, and when I found out that it will be Dema's voice that we're going to be using, I tried to find a way to somehow incorporate her personality within Rupee.
Really by three things. The first one would be by reflecting on my own experiences and the experiences of those around me. Another thing would be getting feedback from the different parties involved in this project. Feedback was a very important element. And lastly, one thing that has helped me personally was just imagining the characters as real and actual people. So in a way, I manifested this realness back into the script and into the characters.
In my role, I think I contribute to bringing the characters to life by sharing what I know about the students at Emery and how they would relate to each of the characters as the York team developed them.
Well, I think what I brought to the table was a perspective of a high school student with my own unique experiences, and I think that brought a sort of realistic touch to the characters.
So as a research assistant, we did most of the research on the money attitudes, and so we basically gave them their own personalities basically. So with Dinar, he viewed money as power. With Rupee, she viewed money as evil, and with Naira, she viewed money as a tool. And so we were able to give them their own money attitudes and their different character traits. I also brought the characters to life by being the voice of Dinar and Rand.
I think my contribution to bringing the characters to life was by making sure it was a team effort. My priority was to make sure that every single person's voice was heard when contributing to the characters' personalities, their strengths, their own goals, and so on. I think the biggest challenge for me was making sure that everybody was just a-okay. I think as a project lead, you kind of get lost in your own work. Things are always going to be piling up, but at the same time, you have people to take care of.
The most challenging experience that I faced in my role with the Catalyst Grant Initiative was just in being stuck in the virtual environment because of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. That meant that while I've worked over the course of the past year with the team from York, I never actually got to meet with them in person. And also my students never got to have that in-person and direct face-to-face connection. That being said, I think that we learned a lot about the way that the virtual medium can work and certainly accomplished a lot using Zoom as our key platform.
It probably would be trying to figure out a way to include the important information that we wanted to include, and then finding a way to make it interesting and also relatable. For example, like finding if talking about real estate is realistic for people at that age.
The challenging experience, I think that I faced was the fact that we were against time. We were pushing against deadlines, and I think we missed the September deadline to submit our ethics for to the TDSB, and we had to wait all the way until December, which actually delayed us by about 3 months. And credit goes to, of course, the York TD Community Engagement Center, because they also worked with us to work with our deadlines, and then they accommodated us. So that was wonderful.
What was one challenging experience I faced in this role? Definitely my lack of research experience in the beginning, because this is my first time doing any type of major research. And so it was definitely a little bit challenging from the beginning, learning how to summarize research and learning how to, find good and reliable articles. So, but thankfully, I had a lot of help and a lot of feedback that made the job a lot easier. So I'm really thankful for that.
There were many hiccups along the way when it came to personal matters or not meeting the timelines. But in the end, I think it's all about adaptability. And our team was very, very adaptable and very understanding. And when you have those values and elements in a team, you can do absolutely anything. And I think with this project, it was just finding that sweet spot and that balance of workload and also fun. I just wanted to make sure that everybody had a fun time and that it was an experience of a lifetime for them.
We were hoping that the outcome would be animated videos that would support the financial wellness and support students and their families, particularly during COVID as they prepare for attending post-secondary education. I do think we reached those goals where they had really wonderful videos. I'm so proud of the team and what they accomplished. And I hope in the long term the videos can be used by our fellow educators, both at universities and post-secondary education, perhaps in their curriculum around supporting students and their families as they transition to university or post-secondary education, or just developing financial wellness skills.
I hope that these videos are able to help students who were in a similar position as me when I was transitioning out of high school. So I was just kind of lost on how to manage my finances and what next steps I should be taking after graduating. So yeah, I hope that it will help students who are also struggling with those things as well.
I would love to see others benefit from it and connect with the characters and the story we all helped develop, as well perhaps help others be aware of how their money habits and their attitude towards money shapes them in different ways in their lives.
Well, the impact I would like to see from my work and this project is to have an actual positive impact on future students and their finances. And I feel like if our work on this project, the animation videos, the lesson plans, and the Q&A video is integrated and put well together, it could actually have that sort of positive impact that I'm looking for.
What I'm hoping for the future is that we continue to use the videos that were developed to support students in building their understanding of financial wellness. I also hope that this is the beginning of a strong partnership with Stong and Calumet colleges at York University. I think that you can never underestimate the power of having secondary students exposed to that post-secondary world, because once they see themselves there, it's so much easier to attain their goals.
I just want to say thank you, Maria. Thank you for your leadership. It's been a tough year and it's been a school year like no other. I think that this pandemic has certainly stretched our limits, but I also think it's stretched our imagination and creativity. Maria, you were wearing so many hats. And I just want to say thank you for being an amazing partner. And I think on that note, I would love to see more community and university partnerships between Calumet Stong and Emery Collegiate Institute. I think our values were so nicely aligned. We often talked about both of us being so student-centric, and that was such a big part of this project. It's really a living example of what students could do and accomplish in an environment that fosters that.
Impact here is to show the world collaboration can be symbiotic, can be collaborative, and can be productive to the community, not only to two parties, but to the entire community.
I think the most educational experience I encountered in this project is when I got to learn a new editing program, which is Adobe Character Animator. So we basically built everything from scratch, and until now, I still find it very fascinating that we were able to come up with a video like this.
Probably learning how to think about a whole scene when you're writing, thinking about how's the weather, are the characters coming from the left or coming from the right, how are they interacting with each other, who's looking at who, is there music playing in the background, how are they walking slowly, are they speeding up, that kind of thing, which are things that we don't really think about when we are watching the movie.
Well, the most memorable experience for me was when I presented my experience in this project at the Teaching in Focus conference, and this was one of the many unforgettable experiences I've had in this project.
That would definitely be being mindful of the audience and their potential reaction to the script. Would they relate to it? How would it encourage them to reflect on their own experiences? And how would they receive specific messages that we want to get across?
The most memorable experience that I encountered in this project was seeing the excitement of the student group from Emery as they had the opportunity to contribute their ideas and to develop lesson plans to support the implementation of the videos that were developed by the students from York.
The most memorable moment or experience I encountered in this project is the moment when everything came together and we were in a meeting on Zoom, and we had all the students and the principal and everybody who was involved from York University and Emery Collegiate Institute, and we were watching the early drafts of the animation video.
I think the most memorable experience for me was seeing the first video for the first time, just because I was really impressed at how the team was able to use this format to educate students on a serious topic like financial anxiety.
I think the most memorable moment was definitely when we first viewed the videos. I had a really great laugh seeing all the characters coming to life, and just seeing all the characters animated and having a really interesting personality. It was really funny and memorable for sure.
It was wonderful to see what students working together and collaborating across the university and Emery Collegiate Institute could produce.
I think there are several moments, but I'll speak about one that stands out. And again, I can only speak for myself on this project. But as many people know, or they may call me a control enthusiast, Simi didn't share any of the video samples with us. And as a project co-lead, that made me really, really nervous. She wanted us to only see the final version. And so my inner voice, I really had to go back to my inner voice and be reminded to really trust the process. And boy, I'm so glad I trusted the process, because when we actually had our viewing party, that was the moment. I was so blown away. I certainly trusted Simi and I knew what she was capable of, but you can understand my nerves.
I would like to see these videos be distributed in all high schools across Canada, hopefully. I know that's a little bit too much, maybe that's a little bit excessive, but that's honestly what I envision. When I started this project, I knew that this was something missing in the curriculum, and I think it's so important to bring that psychology side, but then also the practicality of how to actually save, how to invest, the things that students are so curious about. I think that's exactly what we were trying to target, and making sure that everybody's voices were heard when it comes to people's backstories. I think everybody has their own situations. Not every student can attend university or college. Some students need to work part-time or full-time, and some students want to try out a business. And I think it's so important to show all these different pathways in life. I'd say that these videos are for absolutely anybody because we hit every single kind of theme and subject that comes to mind, like parental influence, for example. I hope these videos get circulated to anybody and everybody who's struggling with their financial anxiety and just financial wellness in general.
An advice that I want to share to my fellow students is to develop your creativity and don't be scared to try. Initiatives such as this is a great way for students to develop various skills. You can either join a team or make your own team. So find out what you are passionate about and build from it. There will be a lot of people to guide and support you along the way.
So I would definitely recommend, if you ever see an opportunity like this, definitely go for it, because any experience, any opportunities, you can just continue to learn a lot and grow as an individual.
Organization is super important. Also, don't be afraid to welcome change as you progress in this project. Change isn't necessarily a bad thing. You just have to keep an open mind, and once you do that, I promise it will positively reflect on your efforts as well as on the project.
I would say do it. Don't be scared to try new things, and if the way you are used to do things doesn't work, don't be afraid to try new ways, because especially with this past year, everything was online and we collaborated virtually. We had to improvise and try different ways to make it work.
Well, the advice I would give is to join these sort of initiatives with an open mind and a lot of creative ideas, and to join for the experience and the cause.
Not to put limits on what you can accomplish, to welcome the challenges as they come, because there's a lot of amazing learning that comes from every challenge. I would also suggest to principals or other administrators that want to get involved in this kind of a partnership that being present personally and directly participating in the project has huge benefit. Certainly, I feel that I've got a much better understanding of the process because I was directly involved in every aspect, from writing the grant right up to working through, and the constant consultation with the incredible team from York that resulted in a really powerful product.
All in all, my experience in this project was that I learned a lot of stuff I didn't know before, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I think students that get involved in these sort of initiatives will have the same experience as me.
Having our students be at the center of creating content, and then being able to implement it and take it to another level. It was really magical to watch everything come together. So thank you for being part of this project, and Simi, thank you for the opportunity. It was a wonderful experience.
The advice I would have for students is go big or go home. For me, I know I'm very ambitious, and the project leads will say the same thing. Every time I have an idea or there's something that I want to do, I think it's important to never settle for less. I'd also say take every single opportunity that you can get, because you're just building your own skills in the end. For me, I didn't have video editing experience until I got an opportunity to start video editing. And because of that, I transferred those skills into this project. And also leading. I was actually a leadership coach before this, and I used the things that I learned from there into this project. That's exactly how you're gonna become a project lead of something like this. It's through experience. This project has been very stressful at so many points in time, but honestly, just have fun with it. And make sure that you realize it's not just you, it's about everybody. Every decision you make, every project that you create, it has an impact. And everybody has their own share and own contributions. And I think realizing that it really does take a village to create something so special. Even if you feel like you are not good enough, because I know how many times I felt that way, just do it, because you're gonna build a confidence along the way. I want to thank everybody for being involved in this project. Thank you to the York student volunteers, thank you to the project leads, and thank you to the Emery students. This project would have been nothing without you. And please like and share these videos. That way we can really make a positive impact and improve the financial wellness of all people.